What's going on YouTube? Here is my Machine Duplication deck profile. Such a powerful card. Unfortunately not a terrible amount of machine targets, but I'm trying to utilize its capabilities as much as possible here. So it affects reads target one machine monster you control at 500 or less attack, and then special summon up to 2 monsters from your deck with the same name as that face-up monster. So the only requirement is that it has 500 when you activate this card. So later on you can manipulate that however you please, which is what we all do. So I tried doing that in this deck. So let's go through the card by card here. UFO Turtle is a recruiter and a machine that will bode well with limiter removal. I geared toward the fire machine style just so I can use limiter removal with machines. And then the machines, of course, is for duplication. I'll never decrease it enough for duplication, so you'll never see this be duplicated. Ultimate Baseball Kid, not a machine unfortunately, but does gain 1,000 attack for each fire monster besides itself on the field. And you can use its cannon soldier like ability actually to pitch another fire monster to the grave. Except itself again to inflict 500 damage. So he's nice to bring out if you had Premature Burial or Call of the Haunted when you already machine duplicated the other two the other machines. So you might have like 3 fire machines on the field potentially. So he'll be at 35, which might be enough to help secure a game here. Battle Footballer, 2100 defense machine, and 1,000 attack. So again, not a target for this one, unless we equip Twin Swords of Flashing Lights, which I'll get into, which loses 500 attack, which is perfect for a Machine Footballer. But then also, it can attack twice. So it will meet the machine duplication requirements, and then attacking twice with the shield and sword, which is what I will get into, because you can start to see the trend here, because now we're starting to get into higher defense monsters. Leading into the next one, which is Woodborg and Pachi, which is a great level 5 to bring off of UFO Turtle and works very well with shield and sword naturally. And it already meets the 500 requirement for machine duplication. So if you had this in your hand, machine duplication, and they attack into your UFO Turtle and they're done attacking after that, you can just special summon Woodborg, because next turn you can get into 3 Woodborgs. And then especially if you had shield and sword, that would be 2500 attack each for that turn. So that's the combo there. And then limiter removal again will just boost all of these guys. So 2500 times 2, 5000 each should give you game. Lead in with the Giant Trunade Heavy Storm. Stall with your scapegoats as long as you can until that happens. And then then you can go. Hopefully you don't already have a Woodborg in hand, because this is special summoning from the deck. So that would be the most optimal. If not, then you might be able to special summon 1, but hopefully 2 of them are in the deck. Gear Golem, the moving fortress, he can attack directly naturally, which is really nice. And if you decrease his attack enough with this one right here, then he can be at 300 attack, which meets machine duplication's requirements. You definitely again want to use shield and sword for this guy, so then he can have 2200 attack instead, and then minus 500, but can attack twice directly. It looks like it's a once per turn during your main phase. So I believe that would be per monster. But if you get attacked twice, that is already you only have to pay it once essentially, because he can attack directly this turn. It didn't say depending on how many attacks. It didn't say per attack, for example. So only 800 during main phase 1 for you to use that. Breaker, just some spell trap removal, just a great overall 1900 beater. Has nothing to do with the deck. Same with Sengen, just a good recruiter here. some cards here. Maybe I could have thrown in a Delinquent Duo. Shield and Swords definitely crucial to the strategy. These 3 spells definitely are. I love limiter removal. I think it's very powerful to the machine strategy because of the OTKs this one can bring. Premature brain control. I was thinking maybe I could take their monster and use its effect, attack with it, and maybe tribute it for Woodborg and Pachi before giving it back to them. Because he's level 5 and a 2500 beat stick. Or sorry, 2500 defense. United we stand. So I was thinking about this as like a limiter removal kind of strategy where you would have scapegoats on the field. You will have 3 monsters on the field, and 3 monsters times 800 is already 2400 attack, which is really nice. So I figured you're going to have a lot of monsters on the field. Might as well boost it up with the United We Stand. Scapegoats, because they're like the best stall card in the game. You can set it, and if they Giant Shrunade, you just play it. Giant Shrunades for yourself. Heavy Storm. Call of the Haunted to bring back a machine. Special summon from the grave. The best trap, I think, in Goat Ring. Mirror Force for protection, and then the Twin Swords of Flashing Lights for lowering the attack of your machine monsters to meet the requirements of Machine Duplication. And you can attack twice. So let's go ahead and dive into the replay. I only have 1 replay of this. Alright, in this build, I'm actually running DNA Surgery because I wanted to make Ultimate Baseball Kid a machine duplicatable card. But I realized soon that it's really pointless to run him in there. Just run this in there just for that. Because if I draw into him, then I pretty much can't do optimal plays at that point. He's going to go ahead and use Graceful. And he definitely has a very meta pitch, chaos pitch deck. And he's going to hit me with my own guy here. Or no, he can't, sorry, because of mind control. You got a defense and just gonna stall out until I get my Giant Shrunades and my Machine Duplications. Alright, he's gonna just keep going down this Graceful. Things are not looking good for me at all whatsoever. Look at this card advantage. It's just insane. But again, nothing to really hurt me severely. Okay, Chaos Stork is definitely a problem. I'm surprised he didn't banish my UFO turtle. I'm trying to think of what happened there. Maybe he just didn't like my Ultimate Baseball Kid. So now he banishes it. He's not attacking. He's going to use Regeki Break on that card. I get Sengen's effect. Get Woodborg and Pachi. I'm going to take Chaos Sork. He's going to Book a Moon it. I'm going to use Prima on Sangen. Tribute Sangen to set that. I forgot to get Sangen's effect here, so that was just dumb on my part. I need every card I can get now, and and I forgot to get it, so oh well. Technically, I could get a Woodborg and Pachi from Sangen's effect, now that I think about it. He's going to go ahead and Night Assailant my guy and attack me for a couple here. So not looking too good for me, I would say. Not looking good at all. I do draw Machine Duplication, so look what we have here. We have Call of the Haunted, Machine Duplication, Shield and Sword, and Limiter. I can't wait another turn for, or I can technically, but for a Giant Shrunade, so I'm just going to go for it. There we go. Shield and Sword, 2,500 each. And then I'm going to go ahead and attack into it. He's going to allow it to happen. So I'm going to go Limiter Removal in Damage Step. And then he's going to try to MST the call. But I said, like, hey, this is already in Damage Step. This is too late for you to go for that kind of speed. But these guys each have 5,000 attack, and then I have 2 more guys I can attack into here. This is just one. Okay, yeah. So the difference there would be 2,700, and then the difference between these two right here would be more than enough to kill. So luckily, he didn't use. Okay, Ring of Destruction. He could have used on one of them, but that would have been a 5,000 ring, and then that wouldn't be enough because the other guy would be able to kill it off, because he would have what? Yeah, he wouldn't have enough. This would be enough because ring wouldn't work in this case because they're just so strong. So I got lucky. He didn't have like a Mirror Force set back there, or maybe a Book of Moon. I'm not sure. But yeah, it worked. So not the most fluid deck, and I had some misplays on my part as well. And this one is the one with DNA surgery that I drew 2 of. But I mean, this thing can come out of nowhere and poke your opponent, and it has some stall potential as well. So definitely interesting deck. I would definitely play around with it, and yeah, it was fun. Thanks for watching.